Chapter 7. The Secret to Success at Work. How many overweight weaklings are truly successful at work? I mean, besides congressmen and every website developer you've ever met. Studies have shown that slim, fit employees earn more than their roly-poly counterparts. And they save more too, since they don't have to budget for donuts, doctors with a relaxed fit, or second seats on airplanes. Want to go through each day without being elbowed awake by a coworker? Want to be able to make a cell phone call without using a pencil eraser to punch the keys? Any desire to avoid reading a paragraph in the company's evacuation plan devoted solely to evacuating you? Then do this. Eat less! Exercise more! Chapter 8. The chapter you've been waiting for. The secret to success at sex. Health plays an important role in sexual satisfaction. If you're out of shape and overweight, you decrease your chances of finding a mate, or, if you do find one, of surviving the episode. You don't want to make love on the seashore only to have concerned beachgoers roll you back into the ocean so you can rejoin your migrating pod. Again, enough about pods. Why is it that all the slender, smoothly muscled people get all the men, women, trannies that they want? Because they look good, duh! But why is thin nearly always in? Because we evolved on the African savanna to be strong, fast, and capable of hiding behind blades of grass. And that image is as burned into our sexual unconscious as Hayden Panettiere and Jimmy Fallon are. Eat less! Exercise more! Chapter 9. The Secret to Success at Life. Some will say that the secret to success at life is to achieve some kind of immortality. Some achieve immortality through their works. Some achieve it through a child. Filmmaker Woody Allen quipped that he wanted to achieve immortality by not dying. Come to think of it, Woody achieved it through Mia Farrow's child. However you achieve immortality, you don't want to attach to it the prefix world's fattest. Success at life is achieved through living, and the best way to keep living is through health. Success at living is not defined as successfully waking up between each bout of apnea, or having enough plaque pulled from your arteries to ice a sheet cake. So, eat less! Exercise more! Chapter 10. How to find more time and energy. Okay, Einstein, I know mass can't be created or destroyed. It can only be converted into energy and back again. The whole point of this book is to explain how you can convert that mass around your thighs into energy and radiate it away from you. Sure, you'll be increasing entropy, but the whole universe is falling apart due to dark energy, which is not a new Gatorade drink, so don't worry. And I know time is relative, you can't get any more hours in a day, but they can feel absolutely interminable when spent on a stair climber. When you burn fat, guess what? That burned fat is energy, which boosts your metabolism like a grease fire at KFC. So, eat less! Exercise more! Chapter 11. The Secret to Long Life. Quality of life is just as important, ultimately, as quantity of life. It's the same for food. What good is a sack of 6 White Castle burgers when they're White Castle burgers? More of something that's bad for you is not good. Leave sex out of this, but see Chapter 8. So a long life needs to be a good life. And amazingly enough, a good, healthy life tends to promote a long life. People who live fast and die young rarely leave a good-looking corpse. For example, John Belushi, Chris Farley, Notorious B.I.G. On the other hand, Jack LaLanne is in his 90s and follows the Dr. K plan to the letter. Eat less! Exercise more! Chapter 12. How Olympic athletes do it. Now, some of you may be thinking that eating less and exercising more is too simplistic. After all, exercising can increase your body's need for fuel, and once you've burned off that fat like a Japanese whaler renders a ton of blubber, eating less may actually leave you with too few calories to supply your new metabolism with everything it needs to keep your body going. So eat more! Sheesh, what am I, your mother? Don't get me started on my mother, walking in while I'm meditating on my Cheryl Ladd poster and saying, "As long as you're not doing anything, go take out the garbage." I'll bet Michael Phelps doesn't have to take out the garbage when he's eating 12,000 calories a day. So, eat more, but exercise insanely. Chapter 13. Why supermodels look so hot. Do I even have to explain this? Eat less! Exercise more! Chapter 14. When you feel the urge to cheat. After 13 chapters of intense, step-by-step instruction, I should think you won't be prone to backslide, since your backside should be so small by now that you won't be sliding off of anything. But just in case you decide to eat more and exercise less, keep this in mind. Even Dorothy Lamour would look bad in a muumuu, and you can't wear a slinky, sexy sarong if your ass is as wide as Mauna Loa. I just had to say it. Feeling guilty? Good. I'm a great proponent of guilt. A guilty conscience is proof that you know the difference between right and wrong. So embrace your guilt and listen to it. When you feel the urge to cheat, just keep this chapter bookmarked and turn to it for these simple words of wisdom. Eat less! Exercise more!